This is one of the ways that you can walk into the sites that I showed you that I referred to in the second video. One of them looked like it was a tomb and hewed out by hand. I don't know. Archaeologists needs to get in there and find out for us. What I do know, and it has been verified, that those human bones was a find and should be protected and should be replaced in the grave and reburied, and whatever ceremony that the family that they can find of their ancestors wants to have, whether it's a church ceremony, a Native American ceremony, or whatever, that ceremony be performed in respect to the removed remains. This is where it appears to me somebody has piled rocks up. They don't naturally look to be here. There's rocks that 1 and 2 men can carry to put on top of a grave. And there's trees all around. We don't have pictures of the trees, but there's trees where the timber company has had the trees cut down right next to what I think might be grave sites and hauled the trees off. I don't know how many of them the skidders may have run over, if there was skidders in there. Here's another pile of rocks. They're right there under all them branches. You have to look really good because they've been there for years. They have moss growing on top of them, and it's a round circle. This appears to be a grave. This here's another rock formation. You can see a white outline around it, or a lighter outline around it, a few bushes growing in the middle, but from the people that's been out there, and I have been out there in 2015, that definitely looks like another grave. This is another one of the formations away from the bluff. These are good ways away from the bluff. These rocks did not roll to where they are right now. And if you'll notice, at a lot of these formations, there's an older, large tree. Here's another found rock formation where it looks like it was human made. It forms a oval shape. You can see the rocks from the bottom right of your screen to the top left of your screen. There's a small tree growing in this one, and ferns, but under them leaves, at the time that I was there, those was rock, a complete row of rocks. Here behind this tree, if you look behind between the small tree on your left hand side and the large tree that looks like a head marker on the right side, you'll see a large boulder on the right side of the tree, and between the two trees is another formation where the rocks really don't seem to belong there. Archaeologists, again, the right society, the right people that's trained to come in here and look at this, will be able to tell us. Here's another place where the rocks was piled, and it's heaped up. It looks like the old timers, like some of the old timey graves that I used to see, that we hewed out of slabs and put on top of each other. But to me, this looks like it predates those types of graves. I may have egg on my face after this video, folks. I do know that there's been one skeleton dug up there. I do know that in my second video that I've showed you pictures of something that looks like it was man-made to me. And I do know that, in my opinion, this looks like grave sites. Let's get somebody in here to take care of this and find this and respect. Give these individuals the respect they deserve instead of allowing skidders to run over them. There'll be a fourth video right behind this one of possible hieroglyphics. It's iffy. I didn't take the pictures. And people pointed out that in a newspaper clipping, it looks like a face was carved out. That's iffy too. That's the reason I left these to last. People can just make up their own mind what they're seeing on this. The whole reason this started, in the description, there will be links to my first and second videos. In the first video, even though it's very lengthy, it makes all of this look as if it's favoritism. And I do know that the very county commissioner that is suing me to take my driveway in my front yard, also I helped him unload his four-wheeler the day that he came in to investigate the bones down there. right under my security cameras, so he can't deny being there. That's one thing. I don't know whether he'd even try or not. This seems to me, under my First Amendment right, this is just my opinion, people, it seems favoritism. I do know this has happened in this county in the past. I do know that the contract, in my opinion's not legal. My opinion don't matter a lot. That's the reason I'm wanting the citizens of Winston County to look at all of this and have their own First Amendment rights and their own opinions. Please watch the next video. It's coming, and like I said, it's iffy.